Somebody just asked, what's my best advice for getting over a toxic relationship? Is to remember it was toxic. Too often we get out of these relationships and we allow time to cloud our judgment and we just remember the good times, but we don't remember the times that person made us feel small, unheard. They hurt us. Our brain will forget the trauma and hold on to the good times. What I'm asking you to do is remember all the times, not just the times y'all went and got ice cream. Remember the time he made you feel empty inside. Remember the times you were crying in that relationship, begging for this man to understand you. You have to remember everything, not just the that you chose to hold on to, the good memories. No, everything. Most of us do not consider everything. Most of us keep making excuses for most of us will be the ones that will talk ourselves out of doing what we know we need to do, which is staying away. Y'all don't even be missing the man. You miss the idea of the man. You miss being in a relationship. You don't miss being in a relationship with him.
Hey everyone, hello. My name is Jaslyn and welcome back or welcome to my channel, She Rises Again. Today's videos are about cutting ties with that toxic relationship. I know it wasn't easy. It never is. Breaking free is one thing, but staying strong and keeping that door closed, that's a whole other thing. It's crazy how toxic relationships can mess with your mind, makes you doubt yourself, your worth, and even your decision to leave. You might even catch yourself thinking about the good times or wondering if you made the right choice. But remember why you left in the first place. Because those good moments, they don't erase the hurt, the manipulation, and the pain you went through. So let's check out some videos of people who found their strength and living proof that life after a toxic relationship can be beautiful. These people took their power back and never looked back. Let's get into it.
You're gonna have to do what's best for you, even when it feels like shit. You have to understand that what you tolerate and allow in your life is what you will get. When someone shows you who they are, when someone shows you that they don't care, when someone manipulates you, when someone is back and forth with you, hot and cold with you, whatever the circumstances may be, walk away. Do what you have to do. And it's not going to feel good. It's going to hurt because there's a bond there. There's some sort of bond there. I understand. But you have to. You have to. You can't continue to let people walk and stomp all over your heart and make you feel badly about yourself because they are unhealed. You can't do it. It's not fair to you. It's not even fair to them. Take a stand for yourself. Even when it hurts to let go, take a stand for yourself and walk away.
Exactly. Yep. Please block him. If he still keeps reaching out to you, please block him. I'm through. No contact, honey. 3 weeks.
No one talks about the fact that after a toxic relationship, you go through these cycles of desiring them more than anything in the world and also simultaneously hating them. and feeling guilty for it because you don't want to hate them out of the fact that you had love for them at one point. And you also don't want to feel like you want to be with them because you know how much they hurt you. And when you talk to people about it and they're like, how could you care about someone who hurt you so much? It doesn't make sense because you can't express feelings in words. You can't say exactly what it was that you experienced with them. And most of the time, what we were feeling with them, what we were in love with, was the feeling of love, not necessarily them. So we're missing and craving this feeling of love. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're the only person who can give it to us. It's just that our brain is confused and longing for something that we were used to feeling. It's so hard to get through that. And I promise you, everyone feels it. It's okay.
So let's talk about one of the toughest times after you leave a toxic relationship. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a narcissist, actually a narcissistic personality disorder. Bedtime. Yeah, bedtime, nighttime, right before you go to sleep. This tends to be one of the worst times or hardest times to deal with after you leave a toxic relationship. Because throughout the day, you might be busy with work, you might be busy with the kids and things like that. You might be busy with other things that kind of keep your mind occupied. But at night, when it's all real quiet and it's dark, and maybe you have the fan on or the TV on, your mind just starts to focus on their old relationship, how you miss the good times and what this person is doing and things like that. And it's hard to sleep, isn't it? So I tell people right before bed, write down your truth. Write down why you are not with this person any longer. Read a chapter from a reassuring book, like something from Dr. Ramani or Dana Morningstar. Write in your journal. Count little narcissists jumping over the fence instead of sheep. I'm sorry. Anything to shift your mind from this person in order to get you some rest at night, in order to clear your mind and things like that at nighttime before you go to sleep, because that's how you can help shut your brain off. Because otherwise, you'll be up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning wondering what this person is doing. Are they treating the new supply better? No, write down your truth. Clear your mind before bed, y'all.
What are some suggestions of how to best heal after a significant heartbreak? Kitty, what you think?
You have to gain awareness of self, and you have to also gain a new perspective. We have to separate on a cognitive level before we separate physically or emotionally.
That's right.
The how, the what, the when. How did this affect me? What happened? When it happened? And you also have to measure a lot of things. Your life satisfaction. When I was in a relationship, was I reaching my goals?
Right.
My life satisfaction was not there. And I have to use my logical reasoning. If I take my heart away from it and I think about it, what I wanted, what I deserved, and what I dreamed of, did I get it? Because a lot of times we try to push people in this image and this picture that they don't fit in. And then when I look at the facts and everything else and I pay attention to the things that I have lost, the things that I lost, the things that I could have gained, logically there was no benefit in this relationship. And once you gain that new perspective and you actually see who you were and who you want to be, it's easier to move on.
That's so good.
When you get out, you look in the mirror, you look older, you gained or lost weight, you had ailing health issues you never even had before getting in that relationship. You need to seek therapy for your anxiety. You constantly feel on edge. And you can't quite feel like you're happy to be out while you're still fucking exhausted and feel so emotionally like a train wreck. And that chronic fatigue you're dealing with was because the energy vampire that you were living in that relationship with left the remnants of possible PTSD. And that shit changes how you view every other relationship in your life. Do you tell your family everything? What about your lawyer? What about if you got kids together? This shit feels everlasting, but deep in your ever-evolving story of chaos with that narcissist ex you were with, is this strength to be found in the fact that you survived. And I'm not using that shit as a euphemism. I mean that shit literally. So this is the exact moment where you figure out who you are, how much strength you truly have, how much you want better for yourself. How important will it become to be at peace, to be happy, to not have to walk on eggshells every single fucking day? You can breathe now.
First things first, you have to understand that that person is not as special as you are making them out to be, and this is why. We have a tendency of creating a character in our head of who we think a person is, despite what they show us in real life. And so you have to try to differentiate between what's in your head, what you want in your heart, and what this person is actually showing you. The patterns of their character traits, the patterns of their behaviors, their consistency, the things that they're actually showing you in real life and the way that it's really making you feel, not just what's in your head. Because I guarantee you, if you were to describe that man to any of your friends or anybody who loves you, they will look you dead in your face and tell you, he does not seem that special. When we are lacking something, we will figure out a way to find it, whether it's fictional and in our head or real life and in reality. We will find a way to fill that need and fill that void. And 9 times out of 10, we do that with our romantic partners, whether or not they actually fit the criteria that we need. You wasn't really standing on business when you chose him, so you're going to do better next time around. And that brings me to the next point, which is even if that person is a good person and was a good person to you, if the relationship has ended, you have to be okay with understanding that that was not for you. The more that you try to hold on to what you have, the more you will block what is coming your way. You have to let go in order to receive something new. But you want to hold something so tight to you because you think you're not going to find something else. And because you think you're not going to find something else, you're not going to find something else. So let that man go.
It's crazy. Delusional. It's crazy how these toxic relationships can mess with your mind, right? Hopefully you've made it out of that relationship, and now that you're out, it's time to stay out. It's time to remind yourself every single day that you're better off without that person. It's not about hating them, it's about loving yourself even more. You got to build up your strength, surround yourself with people who lift you up, and keep focusing on your growth. It's about recognizing that you deserve peace, love, and respect, and not settling for anything less. Because, honey, if they weren't giving you that, then they don't deserve a second thought from you, okay? Because you got to set boundaries and don't let that toxic energy sneak back in. Block the number, delete the pictures. If you have to, take a break from social media. Do everything you need to protect your peace at all costs. And don't you feel guilty about it, because this is your time to heal and to shine. So continue to stay strong. You've already done the hardest part by leaving and or ending the relationship. And now it's all about staying true to yourself and keeping that door shut tight. You've got this, and I'm here rooting for you every step of the way. Now hit those buttons for me, the subscribe, like, comment, share for me, so that I can continue to grow my channel. And I really appreciate you all. Until next time, bye.